This is CryptoCake Weekly Update with BitBoy Crypto.
Welcome to CryptoCake Weekly Update. This week, Elon Musk announces Tesla's purchased $1.5 billion in BTC. Bloomberg pushes a debunked FUD-filled narrative about Bitcoin wasting energy. CME Group launches Ethereum futures. Our top story today is on Mr. Elon Musk, who's been pumping Dogecoin as of late. But while Elon was distracting the world with a meme coin, his company was secretly buying Bitcoin. Tesla invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin in January as a means to diversify its portfolio. Tesla also plans to start accepting Bitcoin for its products, according to an SEC filing made public due to the law. Tesla said in its annual report that the company made the move as part of a policy change designed to provide them with more flexibility to further diversify and maximize returns on their cash. Tesla said, "The prevalence of such assets is a relatively recent trend, and their long-term adoption by investors, consumers, and businesses is unpredictable. Moreover, their lack of a physical form, their reliance on technology for their creation, existence, and transactional validation, and their decentralization may subject their integrity to the threat of malicious attacks and technological obsolescence." However, while SpaceX and Elon Musk's own holdings would not have to undergo the same level of scrutiny, Tesla is forced due to being a publicly traded company. So the question must be asked, how much Bitcoin does Musk own between himself and SpaceX? You may remember that in December last year, Elon had asked MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor about converting a large transaction into Bitcoin. But enough about Elon and Tesla. In our second story of the week, Bloomberg ran a widely debunked narrative that Bitcoin is nothing more than an energy hog. In fact, the website Digiconomist, which they use for their data, is also highly flawed, according to experts who discussed it during 2017's bull run. Bloomberg's Lionel Laurent writes, "The Bitcoin algorithm demands increasing amounts of computational power to validate transactions. If it were a country, its annualized estimated carbon footprint will be comparable to New Zealand at about 37 million tons of carbon dioxide. One Bitcoin transaction would generate the CO2 equivalent to 706,765 swipes of a Visa credit card, according to Digiconomist's closely followed index, albeit with none of the convenience of plastic. Add in Bitcoin's primary use as a speculative instrument and the frequent regulatory warnings it draws, and it's hard to imagine it ever scoring high on ESG. There's just one problem. CNBC previously wrote in 2019 that researchers say this estimate is not based on hard data. In other words, it's seen as one man's estimate and is not reliable or peer-reviewed data at all. CNBC goes on to explain, this is a theme that media outlets such as Bloomberg News, CBS, CNN, as well as CNBC, and others have echoed in articles citing the Digiconomist data. It also has been cited in research reports and financial newsletters and closely followed investors like Stanley Druckenmiller in a previous interview on CNBC. But we are learning now that this energy-gobbling estimate, which also has been cited in bearish cases about Bitcoin, may be flawed and has been used to make an extreme extrapolation assumption seen in the past when new technologies emerge. There's no doubt the Bitcoin uses electricity, but more and more of its siphoned energy is being directed towards renewable energy solutions such as hydropower, wind, and solar. Further, what has failed to be noted is that 70% of Bitcoin's mining operations are using renewable energy, a fact that a report by CoinShares found. Finally, our last story indicates that big changes are coming for cryptocurrency acceptance, as the CME Group has now launched Ethereum cash-settled futures this week on Sunday. This February contract registered an opening price of $1,669 compared to the spot price, which was around $1,600. In other words, there was a $69 premium. Each contract will have 50 Ether, and traders need to purchase a minimum of 5 contracts to participate. Grayscale Investments, the world's largest digital fund manager, purchased a whopping $76 million worth of Ethereum after reopening its Ethereum trust to investors. So the Ethereum bulls are out in full force, and you should expect to see a rise in the price of ETH in the near future. Thank you for watching CryptoCake Weekly Update. Please hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications so you never miss the week's vital crypto news. I'm BitBoy Crypto, signing off. See you next week.